Hey Angels, it's Lookin' Bratz aka Dom here with a new video, and I have a few videos to film, so you might see me in the same outfit. I have something that I've been super excited for a couple of years now, because this was the first thing on my mind when this whole thing was announced. And I believe it was back in like 2019 when the Little Mermaid live action movie got announced, and then Halle Bailey got attached to it. And the first thought in my mind was like, oh my goodness, we're getting dolls. First thought that came to my mind was like, no, this is not a black mermaid. Like, this is not a black Ariel, which it upsets me that that's the first thing that came to a lot of people's minds, especially those who are more narrow-minded. And that whole controversy behind the casting, if you want to call it a controversy, really upset me. I think a lot of people showed their ignorance. They showed a lot of ugliness, a lot of ugly behavior towards that, and that was really just upsetting to see. Not surprising, just disappointing. But it's really it's amped up a lot now that the movie is on its way in theaters. Like, it's about to come out in about a month from now. And I'm so excited about the dolls and all the merchandise coming out. I think Halle is just such a beautiful woman, and I'm so happy that we have dolls that really capture her beauty. And when the movie was first announced, the Disney Princess license was with Hasbro, and I was a little bit nervous because I was like, how is this going to translate? Because Hasbro really had a lot of hit or miss dolls. And now that the license has been turned back over to Mattel, I'm really happy with what we're getting. And of course, it's not up to par with what we really could be getting, but it's still like a nice quality looking product. And all of the dolls, from what I've seen, like, I think they all look really stunning. I also really love the dolls that are coming out, the baby dolls from Jakks Pacific. So I'm really excited about what's to come from the Little Mermaid. And I do like the Disney Store doll. No, is it the Disney Store doll, or is it the deluxe one with that like splash stand? I think that might be Disney Store. If not, it's a deluxe one from Mattel. Regardless, I think I'm gonna have to have a whole shelf dedicated to these Little Mermaid dolls, and it's making me so excited to go see the movie. I loved The Little Mermaid growing up, but also I really loved the sequel a lot. I don't know why the sequel was one of my top Disney movies growing up. But anyways, I went to Toys R Us, and mind you, the street date has been lifted. The street date got lifted a little bit earlier, and if you don't know what a street date is basically they won't sell it to you until it's ready to be sold. So the toy companies, or even Disney, they'll put a street date on products and be like, oh, you can't sell this until this date because we don't want it being circulating until that date. Even though the Ariel dolls and a few of the others, I believe, have been being shipped early on Amazon, if I'm explaining that correctly. Some people ordered them off Amazon, they got them earlier. If you don't watch at They Call Me Obsessed, he did a few videos about the Little Mermaid dolls, and has been posting a lot of updates on his Instagram. And also my friend Serena at Dolls or Whatever, she's been posting a lot of Little Mermaid doll updates on her account. I was like, okay, looking Little Mermaid. But anyways, I went to Toys R Us over a week ago. It was last Friday, and this was in the American Dream Mall. And this was in the Toys R Us flagship store. There's only one Toys R Us standalone store in the United States, and that is in the American Dream Mall in New Jersey. All of the other Toys R Us stores are built into all of the Macy's across the US. In case anybody got confused about is Toys R Us back? Yes, it's been back for quite some time, just in a smaller capacity as compared to the big box stores that it used to have years ago. And I don't know why, every 2 weeks or so, I like to just walk into American Dream now, and I like to just peruse and window shop and actually shop, because I love to shop. I've been going to Primark a lot lately, but I also stop into Toys R Us, of course, and it's really nice to just walk through Toys R Us and to just walk through it. I feel like whenever I go into American Dream, it's chaos, but when I went there the past 2 times, I want to say it was less chaotic, especially that first time I went by myself, and I was just looking around. It was nice, calm. I looked through almost all the toys. I was just super curious to see what there was. I loved it. And then this most recent time last week, I was not expecting to find anything different from the time I had went 2 weeks prior, but this time I actually found a whole end cap of Little Mermaid dolls. And I think they might have added more because one of my followers at Doll Content with Drew, they posted like another set of dolls, and I think they got it from that Toys R Us because they got the 3-pack with the two sisters. And I found a bunch of these basic Mermaid Ariel dolls, and they also had the sister set, like the mini figurines. They also had the mini Ariel figurines on her own. And I don't know if they had another set. That Toys R Us gets a lot of like odd stock in. Like I always notice they have like the strangest dolls like circulating through there sometimes. But I was so excited, and these were not street dated when I found them, even though now it's like anybody can buy them at any store at this point if you find them. There's no street date on them, but I was so excited because I really wanted this Ariel. And I honestly think Mattel did such a great job at capturing like Halle's beauty through this. You can't really see with the glare. There you go. And there are a few quips I have with the Little Mermaid dolls, but we'll get into that a little bit later. I just wanted to do a separate unboxing for this specific doll because I honestly felt like it deserved it, and I've been so excited about this, and I'm so happy the dolls are actually pretty. I was getting really nervous for a bit, but these are actually really cute dolls. So as we can see, here is Mermaid Ariel in her box, and there's like a little like wave here, like with the plastic, and there she is. I do really love the tail design. I'm not always a big fan of dolls that are like have like molded on tops and like tails and stuff, but it makes sense because this doll is meant as like a water play doll, so you can like put her in the water and like, you know, kids can like swim with her. We have to understand sometimes that the target audience is kids, and a lot of companies are looking to put out dolls with playability rather than just the fashion aspect. And as much as I love the fashion aspect, sometimes things just have to be realistic. And then here's the back of the box, and I'll just do a quick like reading of what it says on the back. So it says, "The Little Mermaid reimagines the beloved story of Ariel, a curious mermaid who longs to experience life on land and finds herself on an unexpected journey of self-discovery." And that's really it. There's the description in a few different languages. There's Ariel, and then there is her blue dress moment, which I think she's in for most of the movie, if I'm not mistaken. I guess we'll find out in about a month. And then there's a QR code. It says adults scan for music from the soundtrack. So I don't know if that's even like open yet, so we're not even gonna focus on that. But I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get her out of here. She's been in this box for about a week, and I'm honestly shocked that I left her alone that long. That was really easy. I was really shocked that I had left her alone. Like I really wanted to do like the unboxing video like sooner, but my life is just like busy, and then my friends came over last weekend, and yeah. So we do have her out of the box. I will say this tail is like really, it's like hard plastic stiff. I think there's a few that are coming out with like the bendable tails. I hope, at least I really do hope. This is a nice like starter doll though to like start off my live action Little Mermaid collection. She's a little basic, and I will say I paid a little bit too much for her. I would have waited, but I was a little too excited to find her in like that store. This part is heavy though. This part is like a weapon. Okay, and like it clips in so that you have that like beautiful tail moment. The tail design, I have to say, is like beautiful. I love this tail design. I don't know. Let's see if it just like goes in. There we go. So it doesn't like flap or anything. It's really just like a straight tail. And then you can sit her down, which I don't know. I'm like trying to figure out how I want to display this doll specifically, because I do wish she had like a bendable here. Otherwise, really pretty doll. I just need to get these like plastic ties out of her head. Okay, here's Ariel. She is like gorgeous. I love this face up. And yes, it is UV printed, meaning that there is some pixelation. But to be fair, I don't know, like something about Mattel pixelation lately has not been like pixelation. Like I've seen some pretty bad pixelation on these dolls. Pixelation. Say pixelation one more time, Dom. But I've seen some pretty bad like not like, it's like looked like not the best, but I feel like on the Little Mermaid dolls, they have not been looking bad. And I don't know, like I don't mind it. It doesn't look bad to me. The hair, so this part of the hair is saran, but then there's also yarn to mimic her locks. And honestly, at first I was like, I don't know, I feel like there could have been better alternatives. I know there's not, or at least we don't know yet if there's like a way to really make locks for doll hair. I don't know, but I feel like the way that they did it, I don't know if I can say it's like a cop-out or if it's like the most realistic way of doing it. I wonder if maybe doing a twist like with the hair would have been more suitable. I'm not really sure. But the hair is like saran, and then it's like a yarn material on the top. And this shouldn't be too hard to wash. I might just like wash the bottom out a little bit just to like really like make the hair a little bit less frizzy, a little bit more like silky, and to blend in with her locks. I do think she's a really gorgeous doll, though. The articulation is very limited. That's not surprising. I think this specific doll retails for $15 or maybe a little bit less if I'm not mistaken, because she was at that Toys R Us. Toys R Us at that store, and I've talked about it before, they tend to upcharge a lot, so she was $20, so I did pay a little bit much for her, but again, I was super excited to find her. And I was considering, I do like those Little Mermaids, like the Mermaid sister set. And I also want the one, like the actual, like the animated Little Mermaid ones. I want the animated Little Mermaid ones, but I don't know. Like, it just seems a little pricey sometimes. And I know you're getting a lot in that set, but I don't know. Maybe one day I will splurge on them. But this is Ariel. I feel like there's not much else to say about her, but this tail design I think is stunning. I think this is a really gorgeous doll, and you know, she has like I don't know how to say it, she has a lot of the same posability, articulation. She's up to par with like a Barbie Fashionistas or something, and there are more dolls on the way. I'm super excited to see the other dolls. I especially like want that I think she's 17 inches. I could be wrong. I don't know if it's Disney Store, but the one with the splash stand I really want. And you know what? I feel like I might just have to build an army of Little Mermaid dolls. And I do want the sisters at some point. So hopefully I don't end up with too many of the same Ariel doll. But yeah, super excited for this movie. Super excited for more dolls. Like, I love how my first instinct was like, dolls, when they announced the movie. And I also love how they got her little beauty marks here. Very cute doll. And I'm super excited for this movie, and I really don't care what a lot of people have to say. I just think it's a lot of ignorance. It's a lot of, it's dumb at the end of the day. The argument is dumb. And also, I just don't know what people expect. Like, Disney, I'm happy that Disney never backed down. They didn't really, like, you know, take it from other people. They were like, you know what, like, this is our decision, like, whatever. And it really, at the end of the day, is not that big of a deal. I don't know, like, why people are just so up in arms about it. It really just is plain racism from folks, and it sucks that it has to come down to that. But that's just my 2 cents on that. I don't want to fight people, but if I do have to fight people, I will fight people. If you want to argue, let's argue, because at the end of the day, I just know that you're ignorant. But yeah, here's Ariel. Thank you so much for watching. This was a really short video, I feel. And I don't know, I was like, I feel like I need to do a separate video on this. And I saw the toddler ones. I saw a few of them at Walmart the day after I found, no, 2 days after I found this Ariel, but they were street dated. They wouldn't let me walk out, and I really want the toddler Ariel. She was so cute. She was like adorable. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let's hope I can get to do more Little Mermaid reviews, because I'm really excited. So yeah, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more doll content. Make sure to follow me on all socials at @LookinBratz, hold the G, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.